Now, Bank of Dave, you will remember, was a huge #1 hit. Such a success, in fact, that it's back with a sequel.
Yes, based on the life of Burnley businessman Dave Fishwick. Bank of Dave 2, The Lone Ranger, sees Dave taking on the loan sharks preying on his community. Here's a little taste of what to expect.
I owe close to £3,000. How are we ever going to be able to afford that?
Dave Fishwick financed his business with money that came from the crimes that are destroying communities he claims to support.
This is the payday loan companies. They're trying to shut down the Bank of Dave. They're preying on the most vulnerable and desperate.
And we are trying to do something about it.
Looking for the offices of Snap Cash Advance.
I'm going to need to ask you to leave.
We must bring this Fishwick down.
No times are hard,
We are sorry you're going through all this.
but together...
Go on, everybody!
Is he dead?
Nope, just sleeps like that.
Bank of Dave 2, there's Rory Kinnear playing Dave. The real-life Dave Fishwick joins us on the sofa. Good morning.
Good morning.
Alongside the actor Joe Hartley, who plays Dave's wife, Nikki, in the film. This is going to get confusing for us. I hope it doesn't get confusing for you.
Mrs. Fishwick too.
Yes.
The sequel.
Aren't I lucky? Having two wives. It's amazing.
Which one do you prefer?
Oh, both. No, we're helping her with hair this morning. We put the rollers in and...
You've done a lovely job.
We've done some social media with the rollers in, so we're keeping it real.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's a responsibility, isn't it? Playing someone's wife when you then have to sit next to the man whose wife it is.
It
and
is.
see the wife.
But you do ring her a lot, don't you?
I do. We speak a lot, and she really helped me get into character for the first sort of movie, and then we talked so much about how she met Dave and the past and, you know, how they kind of met, and she helped me get my clothes, and we worked with costume and makeup together, so it's been amazing, actually, and she's an incredible lady, so it's an honour.
Does she help you deal with him?
No, I love Dave. I just love him to bits. I mean, she's very calm. I'm a little bit more like Dave, to be honest.
We get on really well. I mean, I've never talked about how I met Nikki in real life. I mean, when I was younger, I had 3 jobs, worked in the market in the morning, selling vehicles through the day, and at night I worked in the nightclubs. And she came over to me in a nightclub and she said, excuse me, I was the DJ. Just joined us, getting you welcome along. Where else could you be? It's Friday through to Saturday, thinking how the bee's knees. And said, excuse me, you're playing rubbish music. And the reason I'm playing rubbish music is I had a handful of records I got from the flea market because they're cheaper than buying the 12-inch ones. And for £1 you'd get 10. And I'm playing all the oldies to save money. And I said, look, I tell you what, come and have a look in my box. You know, my record box. And I said, just pop your number on the top. 30 years ago, and I'm still with her.
And she's approving your taste of music now?
No, she turned it off this morning. We were at the bathroom because I was giving it plenty, a bit of karaoke in the bathroom while I'm having a shower.
She's no messing. She's no messing, Mrs. Fishwick. She's really, you know, she's great, and she does a lot behind the scenes, so it was great to portray that in the movie and be that strength with Rory in the film. So, yeah, it was great.
Dave, when the idea of a sequel was first floated, just give us some indication of your reaction, or was it just your idea?
No, definitely. The first one come out the blue. You know, I got rung up from Hollywood, like you do when you come from Burnley. Dave, it's Piers Ashworth. I write Mission Impossible for Tom Cruise, and I want to make a story about your life. And that's how the first one started. And the second one ended up being the most successful British independent movie for Netflix of all time, and the fastest commissioned sequel ever. And they just rang me and said, Dave, we'd love to do another. And I said, just before we sign, I said, the pub has to be in Burnley. Yeah. And it is. The pub is the one next to Burnley College, where I used to go there. We're a builder's labourer through the day, and I used to do a day a week in the college learning to bricklay. And next door with a Talbot, and we used to go in there for a pint at dinner time. And the jukebox had Def Leppard on. I used to pour some sugar on me.
Oh. Was that one of the tunes that you played as a DJ?
Oh, no. Yeah, no, I got that one. I actually bought that one.
Oh, you bought it?
Yeah. But when we was in the pub, so we have a pint, listen to Def Leppard, and in the second movies, you'll see, I rung the lads up at Def Leppard and I said, would you come over to Burnley into a pub and play a concert in the pub and play some... And they said, no problem, Dave. So, for real, on Friday, you'll see when the movie comes out on the 10th on Netflix, you'll see Def Leppard in the Talbot in Burnley playing. And if you look really carefully, you'll see me and the real Nikki, and you'll see Joe as Joe singing as well.
Hey, this is getting really confusing.
Yeah.
So
Dave's got cameos, lots of cameos.
Yeah.
Lincoln here is playing Dave.
Yes.
But Dave is playing who?
Well, you got to keep a secret. So come a bit nearer. Don't tell anyone.
Keep a secret.
You know. No, I was telling Richard, Freddie, and I was saying the other day, I was saying, look, you know, I play an American gangster in this one. And Joe helped me get in character.
And Rory made fun of us and said, what, you went to Joe for help?
Yeah.
You went to Joe for accent help. I was like...
But you did brilliant with the accents.
I did all right.
And I looked completely different, and I needed some words. So she said, right, say this first. You gotta get some water for your father from the airport. So she was teaching me how to get the American thing, and then I said the words.
Yeah,
He's in there. He's got to come out. And I play an Italian-American gangster alongside Rob Delaney from Deadpool.
He's great.
In America. So I'm there in America, an American car, and Joe's there, and Rory's there. So I'm playing a gangster chasing me, who's Rory, playing Dave.
Okay.
Yeah, it's terrifying. It was so scary. It was like being on set with Pacino or something. I was like, this guy's good. It's.
I mean, do you have to wear makeup so that it doesn't get even more confusing?
Well, they had to bolt me out.
Yes.
I got some shoes that make me 4 inch taller. So I mean, I'm not that tall now, am I? But 4 inch taller, I'm getting there, aren't I? So, and I look completely different on the facial and everything. And Joe taught me how to speak Italian-American.
But is that your only cameo in this film?
No,
Oh,
no,
come
no.
on.
I mean it.
Don't tell them, they've got to find you.
No.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in
Tell 'em.
trouble already. I'm there.
It's like, you know,
Keep
Where's
them
Wally,
guessing.
the books, when you're looking for the character.
Where's
You're gonna be
Dave?
watching it. Where's
Oh
Dave?
my word.
I was watching it on Sunday for the first time and I actually burst out laughing because I went like that to my friend, there's Dave again!
Again.
So it's really nice. It's like, you know...
And I think what they've done, and towards the end of the movie, they actually show some clips out of the documentary that the movie's based on, because it's based on a very serious subject, which is payday loans that prey on the poor and vulnerable. And myself and David Henshaw, my right-hand man, we went after the payday loan industry in a big way. They were charging 5,000% to elderly people, and it was just terrible. And we needed to get Wonga shut down, and that's what we did. And the documentary's been took over by Netflix. They've remastered it, and that's coming out next week on Wednesday on Netflix as well.
Really? And what about, are we going to have Bank of Dave 3, 4, 5? Could it?
Oh, that's a yes. Look at that.
I don't know.
That face says yes to me.
Secret. It's a secret. We'll have to see how this one does, but we know it's going to be incredible. I mean, it was a great experience to work on, and the story is super, super important. It's a beautiful film. It's very moving, very well performed. The new cast are great, but it's a really, really important story, and we want people to be aware of what's going on out there. And Dave's incredible, you know, fighting the bullies and
we
bringing
still
the
are.
community
We're
together.
still going after. I'm doing some big pieces on loan sharks at the moment, and we're going after the bad guys.
I'm inspired to come with you, Dave.
You need to.
Yes.
You need to look after me.
Yeah.
If he's going
I'm
to be
going to
in your
have
movie...
Nicky on
he
both
can be in
arms.
his pieces.
Let's expose the baddies.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank
Fight
you
the
both.
bullies.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
Thanks so
you.
much. Good luck with it. Bank of Dave 2, The Lone Ranger, available to stream on Netflix from this Friday.
No more spoilers from us now. None whatsoever.